1993 Pharaons Rallye started on October 3rd in Alexandria. In the car category, the battle was bound to be fierce between the Citroën and Mitsubishi prototypes. Citroën were entering 4ZX cars for Pierre Lartigue, Michel Perrin, Hubert Auriol, Gilles Picard, Timo Salonen, Fred Gallagher, and Alain Brosino, Alain Guéhenec. The Mitsubishi forces didn't look quite as mighty, with only 2 T3 prototype Pajeros and 1 T2 support car. In the bike category, Cagiva riders Eddie Orioli from Italy and Jordi Arcarons from Spain were top of the list. Other riders such as Italian Franco Pico, German lady Jutta Kleinschmidt, both racing KTMs, seemed to have a good chance for a rostrum finish. Top riders Eddie Orioli and Jordi Arcarons were expected to start at full blast for Cagiva. So was Italian Franco Pico on his KTM. All three managed to finish in the top 5, but 2 riders beat them fair and square on the opening day. Local rider Rallye Badar surprised everyone with the quickest time ahead of Jutta Kleinschmidt from Munich. I know the desert and I did a good navigation job, said Badar. I was nearly always heading in the right direction. I think that's the reason why I won. Despite Salonen's opening victory, things didn't go all that well for Citroën. In the afternoon, all their support trucks carrying the spare parts which might be required for the cars on the 11-day event got badly stuck in wet sand. It took tremendous effort and a lot of time for the team to get their vehicles going again. On day 2, the battle between Mitsubishi and Citroën really got going. With 4 ZX cars and 2 Pajeros in the lead after stage 1, the top teams seemed to have things under control. But throughout the stage, Jean-Louis Schlesser and navigator Philippe Monet did a fantastic job in their 2-wheel drive buggy. They took advantage of the problems which hit their rivals, but also found their way with great flair over an amazing variety of terrains. During most of the day, the battle was terrific. For Citroën, it was simply a terrible day. Hubert Auriol and Gilles Picard first experienced a fire at the back end of their ZX, which forced them to abandon their engine cover, which had started to melt. Later on, they damaged the rear axle of their car and lost over 20 minutes. The situation was far from being perfect for Mitsubishi as Bruno Sabi injured his neck over some nasty bumps and sand dunes. This forced the Frenchman to slow down considerably, and he finished only 5th. But for Pierre Lartigue and Michel Perrin, the day ended in a very frustrating way. Just 2 kilometers from the finish line, the engine of their ZX stopped all of a sudden. Teammates Ambrosino and Gayenek arrived on the scene to help out, but all they could do was tow Lartigue and Perrin to the bivouac. After only 2 stages, Lartigue was now nearly 2 hours behind the rally leaders. Because of the dust, Lartigue was forced to drive with his door open and his face was covered in sand. And there was more bad news for Citroën, as Salonen had 3 punctures. For Schlesser and Monet, the stage win was particularly sweet, and they were now the overall leaders. The day wasn't over yet. In the afternoon, the competitors had to take part in a 9-kilometer-long hill climb. Despite driving a 2-wheel drive car against 4-wheel drive machinery, Jean-Louis Schlesser enjoyed the climb. The Frenchman managed to finish 4th, only 17 seconds behind the quickest car, which enabled him to hang on to his surprising first place. But after making it to the top, it was close as he nearly fell off the cliff. Saad Al-Ajri gave Mitsubishi their first stage win of the rally, beating Ambrosino and Citroën by a second. Oriol and Monet ended up 3rd, which also gave them 3rd place overall, behind Schlesser and Al-Ajri. In Pajero number 202, Sabi crossed the line in 6th place, 29 seconds behind. In the bike category, after a surprising first